Oh, that's in. What a putt. What a putt. Oh, bit peckish after those 18 holes I've just played. I think it's time for a meal, so I guess that means time to change some hats because it's time to cook with Graham. So, after playing 18 holes of golf, or virtual golf, you're probably wondering, what's going to fill me up? What's going to get me going? Well, today, we're going to do an old-fashioned favourite, nachos. Now, everyone does their nachos differently, so I'm going to show you my way, and I can guarantee you it's probably better than yours. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need some good old-fashioned Coles beef mince. I mean, you can use real mince from the butcher's, but I didn't go there. Grated up some cheese, did it myself because I forgot to buy shredded cheese. I like 2 different flavours, gives a little bit of change up when you're having your chips there, so I've got some spice mince, some chilli, some sour cream, some red kidney beans. Now, I know these are controversial, nobody likes them, but they're probably the only healthy thing in there. And then your kit to make up your guacamole. Guacamole should be made, it shouldn't be store purchased. Give you that tip. Now, the first thing you want to do is chop up your onion. I don't have a theory on how to stop crying when cutting onions, so just cry it out. We all need to cry sometimes. Alright, next thing, add some oil. Don't be shy with the oil in this. You've got to cook some stuff in it. Oil's good for cooking in, so give that a little bit of a second to warm up and then chuck your onions in. Now you want to push those onions around for a little while just until they are transparent. So now we've got that cooking. That onion looks pretty good to me. To chuck the mince on top. So with the mince, just break it up a little bit as you throw it in there with your hands. I've washed my hands, of course, because we've got to avoid that corona. And there's an ingredient I forgot to mention while I just fix up what I've stuffed up. Bear with me. There we go, a little bit of mince trying to escape. Get that in there. Using a plastic spatula after the criticism of the metal spatula. So you get that in there. Now, the ingredient I forgot to mention, which is required on a separate heat, is, let me move this over, corn. Everybody loves corn. No, that's not true, not everyone loves corn, but if you don't like corn, I can tell you the best way to cook it so you will like it. You take your corn, you open it up, you've drained it already, chuck it straight in a frying pan. Fry that off for a little while. Then we're going to chuck it on top of the mince, but that is a lot of corn, so probably not all of it. Might keep some to the side as a little bit of a side dish. Alright, you may not be able to see it through the steam, but that meat is just slightly brown. Tiny little bit of pink. The corn's been cooking for a couple of minutes, so we chuck a little bit in there, not too much, maybe that much. Put the rest to the side for Ron. There we go. Hey, whilst we're having a bit of fun cooking, just want to give a big shout out to the class for Mr. Wiley at Dramana. No, I got the school wrong. Darinya Primary. Class 5JW. With my good mate Nettie Richards in that team. Or that class. So, g'day guys, keep watching. Really enjoying this. So, have a good time with it and make your own videos. That's what I say. Alright, so we've added the corn. Now they're giving the controversial beans. Let's get about half a tin in there. Don't know what I'll do with the other half a tin. I'm pretty sure it'll get wasted. But we pop that in there. Then we're going to add some spice mix. Now, apparently you can make your own, but I don't know how. I can't even open the packet, so add that in. Just sprinkle that all around. Make sure you share it evenly amongst the team. Alright, get that on there. There's probably a bit of spice in there, but I don't mind a bit of spice, especially when I'm going to make some guac and some salsa, some chili powder. Beautiful. Give that a mix around. Now, what you can do to improve this game is just add a little bit of water to the game, right? That'll help it simmer, that'll get some flavours out, share it all around, mix it all up, keep the body guessing. Now, whilst you've got that simmering on the stove, you can leave it there for as long as you want. There's no requirement to take it off at any point. Now you're going to make your guac. Now, unfortunately, the avocados everywhere are crap right now, so I've gone for this green thing. Avocados should not be green, they should be black, but I'm going to make the best of a bad situation. So, first things first with guac, chop up a tomato. Doesn't matter how, because you're going to cut it pretty thin. I like to just leave a little bit on the edge so that it stays together. Alright, didn't stay together, so that's alright, we can cope. Chop that tomato up and then turn it around, give it a bit of a this. I know that I'll get criticised for my chopping skills. Sorry about that. Alright, grab yourself a bowl. Chuck the tomato in the bowl. We'll do one for now, we may do another one later. Grab your avo. Give it a cut. Gonna get criticised for sharpening my knife like this, but that's how you get that out. I think I just cut my finger a little bit, that's alright. And peel your avo. Alright, well I peeled one of the avos, tried to peel the other. Absolutely rotten, it's horrible. So we're just going to chop up the one onion. We got a problem, we find a solution. We're just going to make a pretty tomatoey based guac. So that goes in there. Doesn't matter how much you chop it up, because when you see what I'm about to do to it, you'll see why it doesn't matter. Now, you can use real lemons, real limes. I'm not, because I'm lazy. Let's get this next one in there, a bit of lime. In fact, not a bit of lime, quite a significant amount. Let's get some Tabasco in there. Alright, the bit you did just miss out on was I just added a few massive chunks of garlic, because I can't be bothered cutting it up, and my garlic press is missing a piece. So, add a little bit of Tabasco sauce. I say that, it took me 5 minutes to open this thing, and not much is coming out. There we go, probably enough. Bit of Worcestershire sauce as well. In fact, not a bit, a lot. Get it in there. Right, add a little tiny bit of salt, little tiny bit of pepper, the seasoning. You can use oregano or anything like that, but then you get your potato masher and you squash it all in there, right? Squash it all down nice and hard. That shouldn't take too long. Alright, now that is a chunky guacamole dip. I've had a bit of a taste, add a little bit more Tabasco and a little bit more salt because it was a little sour. But that is all done, and now it's time to put our nachos together. I once was given an expression by a manager of mine that said feedback's a gift. Now, yes it is, but the one gift I don't want is people giving me feedback on how I lay out my nachos. We've all got different ways, they all work. I use half a packet here because I'm going to use the 2 different flavours. Swirl that up. And I'm feeding one person, so I don't need too much, but 1 packet is more than enough. Alright, put that in there, but I've stuffed up, so bear with me. Alright, don't have any baking paper, so I'm going to use a bit of alloy foil. Need to put that in the pan first. Forgot about that. Oh well, put some Doritos in. Right, now chuck on some cheese. Don't be shy. Get a little bit in there. You want it a little bit at the bottom because you're going to layer it. Alright, then go back to your stove and you get your beautiful looking mincemeat, right? And you shove a little bit of that on. Now I'm not going to use it all because there's plenty there for Ron as well. So cut that on. As you can see, nice little bit of black in there too. We do like a little bit of black. Chuck some more cheese on. Alright, there we go. Beauty, beauty. Alright, that is ready to go in your oven. Alright? Alright. 10 minutes in the oven. Beautiful, done. Now, be mindful that the pan is hot. In theory, this should just slide straight off. That's why we've gone for the alloy foil. Just grab my bowl. Let's see this live in action. No, fail. You need that to just slide off, and it is not sliding at all. That, my friends, is what you call a whoopsie. So I'm just going to chuck it in there, like that. It looks terrible right now. I'll fix that up and come right back to you. Alright, so, got it fixed up. Gonna chuck my guac on, about half. Get my sour cream, use the same spoon. Chuck that on there. Fair bit, because we did make it quite spicy. There you go, people. Nachos hammer style. Let's sit down and dig into this. Alright, well, let's get into this. Get a little bit of everything on that. Get a little bit of mince. Let's see how it tastes. Problem with having a beard. Well, it's not bad, but probably should have put a little bit more water in the frying pan. Probably should have had some jalapenos. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So I'll finish what I can of that because that's a meal for 20. And then I'll change my hat and get back to another round of golf. Thanks, everybody. And until next time, this is Cooking with Graham.